Trying to go sober, holistic sober coach and founder of Whole and Well, Amy C. Willis joins us now with more on alcohol's impact. And you know this from personal experience.
Absolutely. So I struggled with alcohol addiction myself for several years, and I finally found sobriety in 2016 after spending a good deal of time figuring it out.
And you lost your dad to alcohol abuse as well.
I did, yeah. And that was really a turning point for me. I didn't immediately get sober, but that was a catalyst that started me getting curious about my own relationship with alcohol and the impact it was having.
Okay, so you've taken what you know, what worked for you. You got training as a coach.
Yeah.
How do you help people?
Yeah, so I support people in a very holistic way, as the title suggests. So it's really looking at why we're turning to alcohol in the first place, our habits around alcohol, what we believe to be true about ourselves and alcohol, the role it plays in our lives, different self-care practices, and you know, usually by the time people come to me, alcohol has become the problem, but it usually starts as a solution for another problem.
Okay.
Whether it's people pleasing, porous boundaries, so we deal with all of those things and basically create a life for my clients that doesn't require alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you know if you're starting to have a problem with alcohol?
Yeah, I think that there are a lot of helpful questions we can ask ourselves. So, do you regularly set limits for yourself that you blow past? Have you tried to quit drinking, but you haven't found success in that? Sometimes people don't realize it's a problem until they try to remove alcohol and they recognize how difficult it is. If there are consequences to your drinking behavior and you're still continuing to drink, those are some indicators that there might be a larger issue at play. You do one-on-one counseling and also group, and also for people who are impacted by other people who drink. That's right. So I grew up in a home where my dad struggled with alcohol addiction, and so I'm familiar with that side of it as well, and the impact of that. And I created a support group to support the supporters of folks who have loved ones dealing with substance use issues and addiction.
Okay, and it's all virtual?
It is, yeah. Everything is virtual, which really allows me to work with people wherever they are, which is helpful in terms of accessibility.
And typically, like, would you meet with you virtually, like once a week, once a month? How does that work out?
Yeah, so typically they're weekly sessions, both for one-on-one coaching and group coaching or the support group. Yeah.
Is it mainly women that come to you?
Yeah, I would say close to 100% of my clients and community are women.
Right, because you think about how much alcohol is kind of marketed towards women, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, mommy needs another drink.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It's almost become normalized. A normalized way of coping with stress.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, historically, women were kept out of drinking spaces, and it was not legal for them to drink publicly, and so there was a little bit of a lag in terms of women's access to and consumption of alcohol, and alcohol companies have since identified women as an emerging market.
A huge market.
A huge market. And so they've created very strategic, I would say probably manipulative marketing strategies directly geared towards women. So whether that's the pinking of products, whether that's creating new products that more appeal to a female demographic.
Could be the label on a wine bottle or
absolutely.
Or the name.
Yep, or the name. Or even, you know, we're seeing a huge burst in wellness influencer marketing. So the woman you've been looking to for nutrition and fitness guidance is now telling you about this low carb, low sugar alcoholic drink that's a healthier option. Yeah. And of course you're going to buy it because you trust her advice.
Yeah. So we've got about 30 seconds left, but are you encouraged by kind of the movement towards de-alcoholized drinks?
I am, yeah. It's positive and it's becoming more normal, which is great. We need more options. We need to normalize choosing to not drink for a variety of reasons, whether it's because you've struggled with substance use or you're just looking for a healthier option. It's great, and I'm happy to see it.
Okay, Amy, we'll get all your links up on our website, chch.com/morninglive. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.